हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वम् अवाङ्मानसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभामिश्रम् अतर्क्यं त्रैपुरं महः। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। सीतादेवीयुतं वीरं सर्वभूषणभूषितं पितृभक्तं हरिं ध्यायेत् अयोध्याकाण्ड उत्तमे। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। जय श्री राम एवरीवन। Okay. One second, please. Yesterday we talked about how Lakshmana's krodha, how angry he was, and how Rama tried to pacify him. And we talked about various dharmas, various things that we all need to actually remember and follow. We at least try to follow to the extent we can. Okay, or at least feel sad if when we are not able to follow, we are not able to follow it, something like that. If we feel, even that also gives good results. Okay, even because you are aware of it, and the circumstances are not proper, and when you feel like that, Paramatma will make sure the circumstances will also come in such a way that everything will work out. Okay, like that he will also do. Now, let us go to the next sarga. KAUSALYARTI SAMÆŞVÄSANAM, meaning the Kausalya is going through a lot of grief now. So now what is Śri Rāma going to say to her? Okay, every word of this, whatever Śri Rāma says, okay, excellently, everything is important and we have to remember that. Now Kausalya understood that Śri Rāma, now she understood when he talked like that, you know what, it's not nice not to follow our father's words because he is being righteous, everything he told, right? Kausalya was listening, she was fainting, getting up, listening, and again fainting, all these things are happening. Now she knows Śri Rāma from birth, right? Even from her own time. So she knows that he resolved on carrying out the command of his father. He is going to do it. So with her eyes full of tears and choked voice, she said to her most righteous son, because he is following dharma. Okay, so she said, son, you do not like to go against your father and try to make him captive or get the kingdom as your brother said. Okay, you do not want to do any of these things. Okay, then, you know what, take me along with you. Now she is saying, take me along with you. Okay, how will the most righteous boy born to me because of Dasharatha, who has never known sorrow and who speaks kindly to all created beings, how can he live on Muncha Vritti? Muncha Vritti meaning, okay, I will tell you what that is. Okay, previously, in previous days, people when they used to harvest the grains, okay, they used to leave some grains on the ground. They never used to take everything, even every single grain like that back home. They used to leave some there and leave a little bit more there. Because there used to be people who live on Munchavrutti, meaning there used to be people who take it like a sacred vow. I will only take the things that are available on the ground like that. So they gather that and then they cook that and they eat. Okay, there will be, for people like that also they live. So that is known as Munchavrutti. Now Śrī Rāma also has to dig food from forest and all. He has to get like that, right? So how can my son live like that? How shall Śrī Rāma, whose dependents and servants, okay, they consume elegant meals. Even dependents and servants also, they consume elegant meals. What about Śrī Rāma? Śrī Rāma will be more festive meals every day like that. Okay, how can that Śrī Rāma eat roots and fruits in the forest? Who will believe this story that Kakutstha, okay, in this case Śrī Rāma, okay, who is the beloved son of the emperor and rich in excellent qualities, is being exiled? Who will even believe that? And who will not be alarmed to hear this? Anybody hears this? What happened? How can this even happen? This is so unrighteous, unfair, like that they will say. Sure enough, in this world, O Śrī Rāma, when you who are so charming are going to the forest, okay, this shows that Daivam is mighty. This shows that yesterday we talked about what is Daivam, right? Fate, destiny, that kind of Daivam. Okay, there is the one which gives us results of our birth, the consequences, that one. That Daivam is mighty, meaning very, very strong, and it rules everybody. It looks like that. My son, this huge and incomparable fire of grief which is coming from my manas, it is being fanned by your impending absence. Like, now look at that. How great people speak, we will know this. Okay, her sorrow also, she is comparing it with the yajna. She is comparing it with the Agnihotra. Look at the greatness. This huge and incomparable fire of grief. Okay, the fire of grief. Okay, and then you are fanning it with manas. So, like you are fanning it when you go away. With your absence, you are fanning it. Meaning, the fire will rise when you do it like this, right? Lightly when you do, it will rise, right? Like that. Okay, and fed by the firewood of anguish. Okay, you are putting the firewood of anguish caused by weeping. I am weeping here, and that it is nourished by the oblations. The tears that are flowing from my face are the oblations that are falling into that fire. This is only Valmiki and Kausalyā. Only they can do. That's such a beautiful comparison, even for the thing. Okay, and it is crowned. I hope you understood. Okay. The fire of grief and the firewood is anguish, and the tears are the oblations, the ghee that she is pouring into it, like that. Okay, and it is crowned with voluminous smoke, and from the fire what comes? Smoke comes, right? Okay, that smoke in the form of intensity of thought. That is the thought, like why is this happening? How is this happening? Which comes from anxiety concerning your return. When are you going to come from the return? Like that exile. Okay, after the completion of 14 years. So this is all going through. This intensity, it grows. When does the smoke grow? It grows with the pumping in the form of respiration, like that. So it will consume me. By the time you come 14 years after you are going to come, till then I am going to keep crying. Like the same way, the forest fire burns away the dry wood and grass, etc. Like that in the end of the winter, how it happens? Like that is going to happen to me. It is well known how a milch cow means the cow that is actually giving milk to a calf, which is a small calf. Okay, that cow, that is milch cow. So how it follows its roaming calf, like that, I also should follow you, my child. That is my dharma, wherever you go. Please give me this boon, like that, she said. Śrī Rāma, it is not mentioned in Rāmāyanam, but Guru Gara said this. Śrī Rāma replied, I do not have the authority to give that boon. A cow can only follow a calf when the calf is little. Is this calf little now? It is already married, right? Rama is already married. When the calf also becomes big and gets married, then the cow has to go with her husband only. Okay? So this is the comparison he gave. Now Śrī Rāma heard all the speech uttered by his mother, and that bull among men, he replied to his extremely distressed mother. He said, the king who has been betrayed by Kaikeyi. Now Kaikeyi betrayed him. He will not survive if you also desert him. If you leave him and go away now, he will not survive. Moreover, it is an absolute cruelty on the part of a woman okay, to desert her husband. You should not leave your husband like that. One should not do it even with their mind. Even in the mind also, you should not try to separate from him, okay, as it is not at all recommended. It's highly not recommended. As long as my father, Emperor Dasharatha, survives, okay, doing service to him is Sanatana Dharma. Esha Dharma Sanatanaha, Sahi Dharma Sanatanaha, how he says it? Like that. That is your Dharma. So, the auspicious looking Kausalya, she said delightfully, so be it. Now, he is talking right only. Whatever he says, there is nothing wrong in that to find. So be it, she said. With a little, yeah. Now, Śri Rāma, who made impossible things happen, okay, now he spoke to her in this manner. Śri Rāma, who upholds Dharma, further said these words. He, just like that, the people won't agree, right? She won't agree, not easily. Look, so many things are going to happen. And he said these words. You and I, both of us, we should carry out father's command. He is the king, he is the supporter, husband to you, father to me, and elder and guru. He is elder to us, and he is guru also, and then he is superior, and he is controller and master of us all. Okay, I shall spend time in the forest for 9 and 5 years with supreme delight. Happily I will spend there. Then I shall continue to be at your beck and call. I will come back and I will be at your beck and call. I shall serve you and father. Happily I will do that. When her beloved son spoke in this manner, her face was covered in tears. And Kausalyā, who was extremely miserable, said, "O Śri Rāma, it is not desirable for me to live among these co-wives. You are not understanding. All these co-wives, they might speak something bad. If you made up your mind to depart, giving respect to the wish of your father, please take me as well. You are not considering, okay, I am more dharma, you are not considering staying here. So, please take me as well." O Kakusta, as one would take a wild female deer. How I think of me as a wild female deer and take me like that I am a deer. And Śri Rāma spoke to his mother who was weeping. He said, "For a married woman, as long as she is alive, her husband is her deity and as well as her master. The king is the master for you and me as well today. Surely we are not without a master. Okay, we have a master. We have to, and as long as the wise king continues to rule the world." And now Bharata who is going to come, he is also immersed in dharma, and he also speaks kindly to everyone, and is always devoted to righteousness. He will serve you without any doubt. When I leave for the forest, carefully act in such a way that king may not suffer from the agony with what is caused by my separation. When I go away, when king will suffer a lot. So make sure he is not going to go to, and being vigilant, okay, being vigilant, constantly do good to the aged king. And so that this,
do gods have multiple consorts?
Yeah.
Like Shiva?
Consort means different kinds of Shaktis. Yes. No, so this, now he is saying, constantly they do good to the aged king, and so that this heartbreaking grief may not bring his destruction. Okay, when I go away, he might go away. That's what he means. So even though a woman is extremely noble, this is another thing, guys, for all of us. This is for all of us. Even though a woman is extremely noble, keenly devoted to sacred observances and fasts, doing all these kind of things and all, but if she is not serving her husband, that is, she is sure to obtain the destiny of a sinner. She is going to obtain the destiny of a sinner. So you might do so many vratas, so many these things and all, but still if they are not serving their husband or taking care of their husband or their family properly, which is the primary duty, then that is equal to being a sinner. And then I say similarly, on the other hand, a woman who serves her husband, she is serving her husband, okay, and does not do any salutations to anyone else other than her husband. To her husband, she serves her husband her husband is the devata. Like that, with that kind of mindset, she serves her husband, and she does not do any separate kind of worships, and is even averse to worships to devatas. If she is like that, still she secures the highest swarga, because she sees Bhagavan in the Bhagavan in the husband, like that. Hence, a married woman. These are the rules generally intended for the married woman. It does not make anyone less, anyone more. The same vice versa, it applies to husband also. You have to understand that. It not only when we are talking about this, it applies to husband also. Husband also has to be like that only. Hence, a married woman should have an intent and do what is pleasing and good to her husband, and therefore do service to him alone. This is the dharma of the women that they need to follow, that can be seen and heard and remembered in the worlds of the Vedas and the Smritis. Now, dharma, we'll get a little away. Dharma is generally known by how Vedas, right? By looking at the Vedas, we know the dharma. If you don't know how to understand the dharma, then you look at the Sishtachara. Sishtachara meaning how learned ones, how the ones who follow dharma are doing it, and then we follow them. So, dharma is seen in lokas as per other name. Generally, when we talk about dharma, we talk about several other stuff also. But here we are talking about the dharma that is told in Vedas. Now he is saying, Amba, he says, right? Amba, O Devi, for my sake, please perform Agni Karya, Amma. Always for the pleasure of devatas. Do it. It is the duty of Dharma Patni to take care of the Agni Karyas. Dharma Patni, meaning she is the one who actually makes him perform, who makes the husband perform the Agni Karyas and all. And then worship devatas and celebrated brahmanas. Do worship for them with flowers and other articles and be devoted to the service of your husband. Pass the time in this manner and wait for my return. When the time is not in our favor, we have to worship Bhagavan. That's what he says. Thus, being in control and controlling your senses, okay, and spending your time serving your husband, you will attain the higher state. There are certain apadharmas when women, like you can say, oh, so always we have to stay with our husband. No, it's not like that. That's not told. There are apadharmas where, like let us say, sometimes a husband doesn't want to go to Tirthayatra, pilgrimage or something like that, and women want to go there. Then what? You can take permission from the husband. If he says yes, you can happily go. Okay, and he will say yes, obviously. So this is all. These are all things like you cannot say, oh, my husband does not agree, so I cannot go. No, I want to go, I can go. You can seek permission and go. So this is how it is told. So when I come back, you will experience great happiness and wait for that happiness, Amma. When I come back and do my tasks and come back, that happiness, wait for that. And when Śri Rāma spoke in that manner, Kausalyā, with her eyes full of tears, she spoke to Śri Rāma with sorrow that is caused by the separation from her son. O Putraka, she said, O Putraka, I cannot change your mind that has been made up to live. You made up, that's it. Oh dear son, oh heroic one. Surely destiny is hard to supersede. Kalo duratyayaha. Kalo, destiny is hard to, Kalo duratyayaha. So Kalo duratyayaha, Kalo hi duratikramaha. Hanuman will also say that in Sundarakanda. It will also come there. So destiny is hard to, oh, ayyo, Sitama is going through so much trouble. Kalo hi duratikramaha, he will say that. So destiny is hard to supersede. Therefore, son, live with an unwavering mind. Happily go. Okay? Happily go and come. Let there be auspiciousness with you. Now she is going to give auspicious blessings, guys. It's amazing. And I, O mighty son, I shall be free from my sorrow once more when you return back from Ayodhya. I shall sleep most soundly when you, my highly blessed son, returns after accomplishing your object and concluding your woe of leading life in the forest. Look, returns after accomplishing your object. He has to kill Ravana. Keep that in mind. That is what she means there. Okay, on this earth, it is very difficult to understand the course of Daivam. Oh Raghava, the Daivam is urging you to leave. Okay, keeping my protest aside. Okay, you don't want to, I am protesting, you are not going to listen to me, I know that now. Oh mighty armed one, leave and return safely. You shall delight me once you return. Once you come back, then you can make me happy with your sweet words. I really hope this moment will turn into the moment when you come back. I really want, this moment itself is the moment you came back already. I just want that immediately to happen. Okay, that from the wearing matted locks and the fibers from trees that you wear now itself, let that moment come like that. Since Kausalyā understood with her conscience like that Śri Rāma resolved to take up his abode in the forest, she spoke these auspicious words with blessings to him and made up her mind to perform rites of averting any evil through recitation of sacred texts. Okay, so now she is going to do the puja. So whatever this sarga that is going to come is very, very, very auspicious sarga. It is an excellent sarga. Maybe I want to recite it first. Okay, I will just recite it first. Let us do that, and then we'll come back and understand the meaning of it. Okay, because it's very beautiful. It is known as Śri Rāma, like how she is blessing him. Okay, how she is blessing him. Wait a second. Matruvatsayanam. Okay, and so this is said to be a very, very, there are verses in which she says Mangalam to Śri Rāma, Raksha to Śri Rāma. So it's like Śri Rāma Raksha. If she is putting Śri Rāma Raksha, that means it is Raksha to the whole world. Yes, Śri Rāma is everything, right? So that is the greatness of this. And it has greetings, wishes as well as blessings, and Vedic blessings as well. And here we will learn more about Sri Rama's personality also. However, great one is everyone needs blessings of elders. So let us all, we will also get blessings of Kausalyā. Let us do that. Okay, be patiently listen. If I make any kind of mistakes, please forgive me. MATRUSVASTYAYANAM. Okay. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatya Namaha. Sapaniyatamaaya samusprusya jalam suchihi chakara mata ramasya mangalani manasvini nasekya sevarayutum gacchedanim raghuttama sighram cha vinivartasva vartasva cha satam krame yam palayasi dharmam tvam dhrutya cha niyamena cha savai raghava sardula dharmastvamabhirakshatu yebhyah pranamase putra चैत्येष्वायतनेषु च ते च त्वामभिरक्षन्तु वने सह महर्षिभिः यानि दत्तानि ते स्त्राणि विश्वामित्रेण धीमता तानि त्वामभिरक्षन्तु गुणैः समुदितं सदा पितृशुश्रूषया पुत्र मातृशुश्रूषया तथा सत्येन च महाबाहो चिरं जीवाभिरक्षितः समित्कुश पवित्राणि वेद्यश्चायतनानि च स्थण्डिलानि विचित्राणि शैलावृक्षाः क्षुपाः ह्रदाः पतङ्गाः पन्नगाः सिंहास्त्वां रक्षन्तु नरोत्तमा स्वस्ति साध्याश्च विश्वे च मरुतश्च महर्षयः स्वस्ति धाता विधाता च स्वस्ति पूषा भगोर्यमा लोकपालाश्च ते सर्वे वासवप्रमुखास्तथा ऋतवश्चैव पक्षाश्च मासाः संवत्सराः क्षपाः दिनानि च मुहूर्ताश्च स्वस्ति कुर्वन्तु ते सदा स्मृतिर्धृतिश्च धर्मश्च पातु त्वां पुत्र सर्वतः स्कन्दश्च भगवान् देवः सोमश्च स बृहस्पतिः सप्तर्षयो नारदश्च ते त्वां रक्षन्तु सर्वतः ये चापि सर्वतः सिद्धा दिशश्च सद्दिगीश्वराः स्तुता मया वने तस्मिन् पान्तु त्वां पुत्रनित्यशः शैलाः सर्वे समुद्राश्च राजा वरुण एव च द्यौरन्तरिक्षं पृथिवी नद्यः सर्वास्तथैव च नक्षत्राणि च सर्वाणि ग्रहाश्च सह देवताः अहोरात्रे तथा सन्ध्ये पान्तु त्वां वनमाश्रितं ऋतवश्चैव षट्पुण्या मासाः संवत्सरास्तथा कलाश्च काष्ठाश्च तथा तव शर्म दिशन्तु ते महावने विचरतो मुनिवेशस्य धीमतः तवादित्याश्च दैत्याश्च भवन्तु सुखदाः सदा राक्षसानां पिशाचानां रौद्राणां क्रूरकर्मणां क्रव्यादानां च सर्वेषां मा भूत्पुत्रकते भयं प्लवगा वृश्चिका दंशा मशकाश्चैव कानने सरीसृपाश्च कीटाश्च मा भुवन् गहने तव महाद्विपाश्च सिंहाश्च व्याघ्रा रुक्षाश्च दंष्ट्रिणः महिषाः शृङ्गिणो रौद्रा न ते द्रुह्यन्तु पुत्रका नृमांसभोजिनो रौद्रा ये चान्ये सत्त्वजातयः मा च त्वां हिंसिषुः पुत्र मया सम्पूजितास्त्विह आगमास्ते शिवाः सन्तु सिद्ध्यन्तु च पराक्रमाः सर्वसम्पत्तये राम स्वस्ति मार्गच्छ पुत्रका स्वस्ति ते स्वान्तरिक्षेभ्यः पार्थिवेभ्यः पुनः पुनः सर्वेभ्यश्चैव देवेभ्यो ये च ते परिपन्थिनः शुक्रः सोमश्च सूर्यश्च धनधोध यमस्तथा पान्तु त्वामर्चिता राम दण्डकारण्यवासिनम् अग्निर्वायुस्तथा धूमो मन्त्राश्चर्षिमुखाच्युताः उपस्पर्शनकाले तु पान्तु त्वां रघुनन्दन सर्वलोकप्रभुर्ब्रह्मा भूतभर्ता तथर्षयः ये च शेषाः सुरास्ते त्वां रक्षन्तु वनवासिनम् इति माल्यैः सुरगणान् गन्धैश्चापि यशस्विनी स्तुतिभिश्चानुरूपाभिरानर्चायतलोचना ज्वलनं समुपादाय ब्राह्मणेन महात्मना हावयामास विधिना राममङ्गलकारणात् घृतं श्वेतानि माल्यानि समिधः श्वेतसर्षपान् उपसम्पादयामास कौसल्या परमाङ्गना उपाध्यायः स विधिना हुत्वा शान्तिमनामयं हुतहव्यावशेषेण बाह्यं बलिमकल्पयत् मधुदध्यक्षतघृतैः स्वस्ति वाच्यद्विजांस्ततः वाचयामास रामस्य वने स्वस्त्ययनक्रियाः ततस्तस्मै द्विजेन्द्राय राममाता यशस्विनी दक्षिणां प्रददौ काम्यां राघवं चेदमब्रवीत् यन्मङ्गलं सहस्राक्षे सर्वदेव नमस्कृते वृत्रनाशे समभवत्तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलं यन्मङ्गलं सुपर्णस्य विनता कल्पयत्पुरा अमृतं प्रार्थयानस्य तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलम् अमृतोत्पादने दैत्यान् घ्नतो वज्रधरस्य यत् अदितिर्मङ्गलं प्रादात् तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलम् त्रीन् विक्रमान् प्रक्रमतो विष्णोरमिततेजसः यदासीन्मङ्गलं राम तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलम् ऋतवः सागराद्वीपा वेदालोकादिशश्च ते मङ्गलानि महाबाहो दिशन्तु शुभमङ्गलाः इति पुत्रस्य शेषांश्च कृत्वा शिरसि भामिनी गन्धैश्चापि समालभ्य राममायतलोचना ओषधीं चापि सिद्धार्थां विशल्यकरणीं शुभां चकार रक्षां कौसल्या मन्त्रैरभिजजाप च उवाचातिप्रहृष्टेन सा दुःखवशवर्तिनी वाङ्मात्रेण न भावेन वाचा संसज्जमानया आनम्य मूर्ध्नि चाघ्राय परिष्वज्य यशस्विनी अवदत्पुत्रसिद्धार्थो गच्छ राम यथा सुखम् अरोगं सर्वसिद्धार्थम् अयोध्यां पुनरागतं पश्यामि त्वां सुखं वत्स सुस्थितं राजवर्त्मनि प्रणष्टदुःखसङ्कल्पा हर्षविद्योतितानना द्रक्ष्यामि त्वां वनात् प्राप्तं पूर्णचन्द्रमिवोदितं भद्रासनगतं राम वनवासादिहागतं द्रक्ष्यामि च पुनस्त्वां तु तीर्णवन्तं पितुर्वचः मङ्गलैरुपसम्पन्नो वनवासादिहागतः वध्वा मम च नित्यं त्वं कामान् संवर्धयाहि भो मयार्चिता देवगणाः शिवादयो महर्षयो भूतमहासुरोरगाः अभिप्रयातस्य वनं चिरायते हितानि काङ्क्षन्तु दिशश्च राघव इति वचाश्रुप्रतिपूर्णलोचना समाप्य च स्वस्त्ययनं यथाविधि प्रदक्षिणं चैव चकार राघवं पुनः पुनश्चापि निपीड्य सस्वजे तथा तु देव्या सकृतप्रदक्षिणो निपीड्य मातुश्चरणौ पुनः पुनः जगाम सीतानिलयं महायशाः स राघवः प्रज्वलितः स्वया श्रिया इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकिये आदिकाव्ये अयोध्यकाण्डे 5 सर्गः। सर्वं श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दं। This is a very powerful sarga, Śrī Rāma raksha. Okay, it's auspicious. Even if you don't understand, it's auspicious to listen to them. Okay, those sounds are so auspicious. They cause auspiciousness in all our homes. Okay, and it gives raksha to everybody. Okay,
What's raksha?
Raksha, protection to everybody.
Does that protect
Yeah. Now Śrī Rāma's mother, now let us understand the meaning of it. Śrī Rāma's mother Kausalyā, she got through the agony of separation from her son. Now after a lot of reasoning happened, right? And she sipped pure water. And so one thing it is said here, right? She did achamanam. Okay, achamanam meaning you take water, Keshava, and like that 3 times she drank, and 1 time she washed her hands. Why did she do that? Okay, it is said that we become impure. How? When we shed tears, when we cry, when we shed tears or feel sorrow in the heart also, when we feel sorrow, it says that we become impure. We should be happy. Okay, but when we feel sorrow, shed tears and all, so when we become impure, so that is why you have to do achamanam at that time. So during that time, if we want to say auspicious words, okay, that auspicious words have to show good effect. Okay, they have to show the good effect. They have to work, right? In order to do that, one should be pure, and that for Suchi you have to do the achamana. Okay, you have to drink water like that. And she said, "Oh, best among Raghus, I completely understand that we cannot stop you from going to the forest. Now start now and come back immediately in 14 years. Vartasva cha satam krame. Be in the path of Satpurushas." Now she has to tell something, right? So she is telling, be in the path of Satpurushas. The path of Satpurushas is dharma. And Kausalya already knows how Śri Rāma is fully determined to follow his dharma. And it is not at all easy to follow this dharma. Is it easy in order to go to forest, right? No, it's not. And it is easy to say it, listen it, it's all easy, but very difficult to follow it. So one should not be swayed by anything in order to follow dharma. So the quality of staying firm is Śri Rāma. That is what, you have to stay firm. So now she said, this is a famous sloka. Everybody, they say that you have to write it and keep it in your, the quotes and all you keep in your home, right? They say you have to, like quotes, in order for children to follow these things. Like Yampalayasi. Please repeat after me. Yampalayasi.
Yampalayasi.
Dharmam tvam.
Dharmam tvam.
Dhrutya cha.
Dhrutya cha.
Niyamena cha. Niyamena cha. Savai Raghava.
Savai Raghava.
Shardula.
Shardula.
Dharmastvam.
Dharmastvam.
Abhirakshatu.
Abhirakshatu.
This is the first shloka Kausalyamma said as raksha to Śri Rāma. This is an excellent precious gem, like pearl-like shloka in Ramayana. This is one of that. So she is saying, oh, the tiger among Raghava Sardula, oh, tiger among Sardula meaning tiger. Okay, the dharma that you are following right now with determination and duty, let that dharma protect you on all sides in every way. Okay, she said this is the outside meaning of it, like that, outright meaning. And now let us go a little deeper. I have the confidence that the dharma you follow will protect you. On one side, there is wealth of sovereignty. On the other side, everyone wants you to be the ruler. And only one lady said no, and the emperor had to keep quiet because of his Satya promise. And everyone else is on the side of Rama's side only. If Rama does anything, nobody will say no to him. But Śri Rāma is with dharma. Okay, in order to follow dharma, one has to have the determination, steadfastness. Okay, dhruti, that is known as dhruti. Yampalas dharmantam dhrutyaja niyamenacha. That is known as steadfastness. And Śri Rāma has to let go of all the pleasures. Is it that easy? We cannot let go. We are not like Śri Rāma, right? And he has to go through hardships now. Normally, people do not choose hardships over pleasures. If anyone does that, they will be heroes. And Śri Rāma is that kind of hero. The second thing that is required to follow dharma is niyama. Dhrutyaja niyamenacha. So niyama meaning discipline, rules, boundaries. You keep yourself a rule, follow it. For instance, okay, if one says, okay, I am going to fast on a Monday, and if they come across their favorite things to eat, they should not have it. They should say, no, I am not having it. Okay, that is the niyama, that is the kind of discipline. There might be a lot of distractions in the world to make us not to follow dharma. We will come across so many things. At that time only they will come. Okay, still if we keep a rule that we follow dharma, then we will not be distracted by those attractions. Okay, we have to keep a rule. This is my rule, I am going to follow this rule, like that. So the dharma that you are following with steadfastness and niyama, okay, that one, let that dharma protect you in all ways. She is saying in every kind of way, let it protect. Hence, it is said that if we follow dharma, even though it is difficult for us, what happens is that dharma will come back and protect in difficult times. You know, when you go to Tirupati and all, we will see dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. You keep seeing that kind of banner there. You know, that is actually told by Yudhishthira. Pandava, eldest Pandava. Okay, he is the one who said that. Dharmo rakshati. How? You protect dharma, dharma will protect you? No, you follow dharma, and that is how you are protecting dharma. And then the dharma will come back and it will give you its good results, and it will protect you during difficult times. Okay, so the dharma that Śrī Rāma followed, it protected not only, it protected all the worlds, because Śrī Rāma is all the worlds. Okay, so this is the Śrī Rāma raksha. Okay, that is why we should not forget this. This is Śrī Rāma raksha. And also Śrī Rāma's dharma is protection of all the worlds. Rama came to protect all the worlds, right? And then first our dharma will protect us, then devatas automatically will come and protect us. That is the first shloka stated. And now the second shloka. Yebhyah pranamase putra deveshvāyataneshu cha techatvam abhirakshantu vane saha maharshivi. So she is saying, son, you won't stay quiet while living in the forest, right? You are going to go, you are going to roam around. On the way, you will come across various kshetras. In forests also there will be a lot of kshetras like Sri Sailam, all this kind of Tirupati. They are all first in forests only, right? Okay. So you will come across a lot of auspicious great kshetras. So you go do namaskara to the deities. He won't go into the city, but he will go into the whatever is there in the mountains and all, right? So let those devatas and maharshis, do you go and do namaskara to them? Then let the devatas, maharshis and all, let them protect you. So we should know that the mrukkus, the namaskaras that we do to our devatas and namaskaras done to the great souled ones, they will never go waste. They will come back, they will keep protecting us in one way or the other. Okay, now next one. Yani dattani testrani Vishwamitrena dhimata. Now you are wealthy of great excellences, and sage Vishwamitra, he bestowed you a lot of astras. He gave you, remember, we chanted even those entire Sargas also we chanted, if you remember. And the Brushasva, Krushasva, sons, 100 sons, there were 64,000 and then they became 100 and they came as Samharastras and Upasamharastras and all, right? Let those astras protect you. Okay, and then one thing is, she is not asking him to use those astras. She is just saying all these astras, they will cause welfare to us only when we use them. But we have to understand that they are all devatas and their radiance is within Śrī Rāma, and that will protect him. And then she also said, Pitru Susrushaya, Matru Susrushaya. That means, you, O mighty armed one, let the service you did to your father and mother, okay, all this, and the strength of Satya, the Satya that you are following, okay, that will protect you from all sides. Like this, Kausalyā first said, whatever is with Śrī Rāma only, all these things are already with Śrī Rāma, and they will only protect him. He said, the service that is done to mother and father, it becomes a Shakti. I told you yesterday, right? How you have to do namaskara to your parents before you go, and then the service, you serve them, then you know that becomes a Shakti. Not because they are powerful, only because you are doing it, that becomes a Shakti, and that will protect you, because you did that service. And then now she is saying, may the samidhas meaning, you will come across, may the samidhas, kushas and pavitras, samidhas are the kind of wood pieces that are used in the sacred ceremonies. Okay, samidhas, kushas, pavitras, okay, and the yajñavatikas and the devalayas and sites selected by the brahmanas for the worship of devatas, as well as mountains, trees, bushes, large and deep bodies of water, birds, reptiles, snakes and lions, may they all protect you. Now look at, she is going to say big list, oh best among men, let them all protect you. May the sadhyas, may the Vishwe Devatas, may the Marutganas, Dhata, meaning Vidhata, 12 Adityas, there are 12 Adityas, okay, Dwadash Adityas, named Pusha, Bhaga, Aryama and others, and Lokapalakas, Indra and all the other devatas and all the ritus, all the seasons, pakshas, all the masas, see, all the seasons, all the pakshas, Sukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha, all the masas, meaning months, all the years and all the nights, days and muhurtas protect you and give auspiciousness to you. Okay, we have to remember that all these devatas here that were remembered by elders in Ramayana, okay, you know why we are actually going through this? Because when we need protection, that is whom we have to ask. We have to think of these devatas, and that is what elders told in Ramayana. Okay, the devatas that were mentioned here, they are according to Vedas. And Guru said the other ones that came in between, they are not according to Vedas. And here, along with Vedas, the various parts of time are also mentioned. If you see, we talked about seasons, pakshas, masas, years and nights, right? And every year has a Adidevata. Every part of the time has a Adidevata. Daytime has an Adidevata, nighttime has an Adidevata. And every masa has a Adidevata. Every nakshatra has a Adidevata. I meaning there is a presiding deity for everything. Like let us say, when you look at Panchanga every day, Pancha meaning how many?
5.
5, right? So 5. So it has Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karana. Okay, say that Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karana. What is it?
Can you unmute for a moment?
Why? 1 second, please. Yeah. So all these Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karna, they each have a Adidevata. So every day we have to look at the Panchanga and we have to say those, look at, just say what Karna it is and all. And by saying that, you know what happens? We will be protected. That is the reason why one has to say the Panchanga every day. Okay, that is why it is said that. And then when the year changes during the Telugu New Year and all, the Adidevatas of Samvatsaras also will change. For each year, there will be a different presiding deity. And there will be Pakshas, Masas and all different deities. So they all protect us. Just if we just say their name once, if we think of them once. The time Devata has to protect us. Hence, we have a good tradition to do Namaskara to Kala Adidevata. That is the reason why. And now she is saying, Putra, may Shruti, Smruti, Dharma always protect you. Now she is, under any circumstances, one should never leave Shruti, Smruti, Dharma. Now, Shruti you already know, like whatever is heard, like their Vedas. Okay, and then Smruti. Smruti meaning how many ever great things you learn. If you don't remember it, no point, right? You have to remember it. So that is the Smruti. That is called remembering things at the right time. When people ask you, you should know what to tell. That's the thing. That is Smruti. And then Dharma. So previously, another thing. And now he is saying Skanda. Let Skanda protect you. Why Skanda? Skanda is another name for Kumaraswamy, Subramanya Swami. We talked about this during the Balakanda, if you guys remember. Previously, Shiva gave a boon to Kumaraswamy, meaning Skanda, that he will, whoever is going on a path, whoever is going on a journey, they will be protected by Skanda. Shiva gave him a boon like that. Okay, Kumaraswamy, you protect those who are in path. So let that Skanda protect you. Let Chandra, along with the Guru of Devatas, Brihaspati, and Saptarshis, meaning 7 Rishis. For every Mahayuga, the 7 Rishis will keep on changing, the list of the 7 Rishis. Let them. And then, as well as Narada, protect you from all the time on all sides. Let them protect you all the time and on all sides. Let the Siddhas, as well as directions, and the Devatas who rule those directions protect you. My son, day to day, in that forest where you live, wherever you are going to live, let all of them protect you. Let the 7 Kula mountains, there are Kula Parvatas, okay, that support I told you, we talked about this during like when the Kurma, when that came, right? When Rama is going to rule, everybody who is carrying the earth, they all took a break like that. At that time, the Kula Parvatas are also one. Vindhya, Himalaya, they come under that category. Okay, they also support the weight of the earth without knowing, like that. And oceans, Varuna Devata, Swarga, earth, the region in between them, the Vayu, as well as moving and unmoving things, all the nakshatras, grahas, along with their preceding deities, and the daytime, the nighttime, the time in between, Sandhya, okay, protect you while you are in the forest. Look how mother thinks. Everywhere my son needs to be protected. Every time, all the time, like that. Okay, and again, may the 6 seasons, Adhika Masas. Now, 6 seasons, there are according to Grishma Rutu, Vasanta Rutu, okay, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Hemanta, Shishira, Sharad Rutu. These are 6 seasons in Sanskritam. Okay. For English, I will talk about English. No 4 seasons exist. English is a different thing. Anyway,
What does it mean?
I will tell you later. Okay, Vasanta meaning spring, Grishma meaning summer, Varsha meaning rain. Okay, Sharad Rutu meaning autumn. Okay, Sharad meaning autumn, and Shishira is the thing where the leaves fall, and the Hemanta is winter. Winter. Okay, so we got all of them. So, and then Adhika Masas. Right now, Adhika Masa is going on. If you children might not know, right now, Jeshta Adhika Masa is going on. It's the extra month. It comes once in 2 years, 3 years, like that. It's certain months they come in extra. And so, those Adhika Masas will also have different Adhidevatas. Extra, it's like a leap year, but one whole month will come like that. Okay, Adhika Masa, meaning extra month. Okay, but Adhika Jeshta Masa. This month is Adhika Jeshta Masa or Adhika Purushottama Masa, like that.
You mean June Masam?
No, June Masam. June is, no, that's English, no. We are talking about the lunar calendar. And so, this, please listen. So, the Adhika Masas will also have different presiding deities. They will have separate Ekadashis, all the things. Okay, and so, and the years containing such months. And even the Kala means that is one measure of time, which is 1 minute. And then Kashta meaning 1/30th of a minute. That means it's like 2 seconds. That is known as Kashta. Kala, Kashta, Nimesha, 1 minute. Okay, let them also grant you happiness. O Dhimata, when you are roaming in the forest dressed as an ascetic, let the Devatas, Daityas bestow happiness over you. O Putraka, let there be no fear to you from the fierce Rakshasas, Pisachas and carnivorous animals who perform evil actions because of the Dharma Devata, like that. But let there be no, because of the Dharma you are practicing, let there be no evil to you from them. Let the monkeys, let the scorpions, gnats, mosquitoes, snakes, reptiles, bugs in the impenetrable forest protect you without attacking you. Protect you without attacking you.
To protect him, they have
No, protect you, but how? Without attacking him, like that. So, O Putraka,
no, somebody is trying to attack him, and they have to attack him to get him out of there.
Amma's raksha will help everywhere. O Putraka, let the great elephants, lions, tigers, bears, and animals with sharp teeth and bulls with sharp horns be not hostile towards you. May they serve you. Propitiated by me means worshipped by me. I am doing the worship of the. Let no other ferocious man-eaters belonging to all species of living beings kill you. No, nobody. And let the path you travel be auspicious, and let you be successful in your undertaking. O Śrī Rāma, may all kinds of wealth in the forest be at your disposal. You depart happily, son. Let there be safety, auspiciousness, and harmlessness to you from time, aerial beings, earthly creatures, and those who are around in all directions. Right now, even if we are sitting around us, also there are devatas. So let there be protection from all of them. And devatas as well as those who have the feeling of enmity. And worshipped by me, let Shukra, Soma, Soma meaning Chandra, okay, Surya, Dhanada meaning Kubera, and Yama protect you when you are dwelling in the forest. Because I am worshipping them every day, like that. In the forest, wildfires they occur frequently. Let those wildfires also cause auspiciousness to you. May the Agni, Vayu, Dhuma meaning smoke. Okay, the smoke, of course, when the forest fire comes, smoke comes, right? The sacred mantras uttered by the sages, all these things protect you at the time of when you are sipping water, when you do achamana, when you do that, then also they should protect you. And when you take bath, they should protect you. O Raghunandana, may the Brahma, the leader of all the lokas, and the sages as well as the devatas have not been mentioned by me. She said this much list, and still she's thinking, maybe if I missed something. Okay, whoever it's not, if I did not mention somebody, may all those also, okay, may all those also so safeguard you. They guard you while you were residing in the forest. Saying so, the illustrious Kausalyā, who had large eyes, she worshipped various groups of devatas there who are in her this thing. She worshipped them all with flowers. She applied sandalwood and other fragrant substances while chanting the befitting sacred verses for them, for every deity, with different verses for every form of deity, right? So she did that, and she made great souled brahmanas. She will have a set of brahmanas who are actually doing worship for her, doing homa and all for her. They have been there, right? We have been talking about how they were doing this thing. Now she made them she made them, ask them to make fire. So they made the fire for the welfare of Śri Rāma, and in that sacred fire she arranged for ghee, white flowers, samithas and mustard seeds, as well as whatever that is available to put in the sacred fire. And then the priests also offered oblations into the sacred fire according to the spiritual ordinance, for the sake of security and health of her sons. God bless you. God bless you. No, he offered oblations to Indra and other, even she made Śri Rāma also offer. Then they offered oblations to Indra and as well as 9 guardians of directions here. And 9 guardians, I said. I hope summer kids remember. We talked about how there are 10 directions, right? Do you remember? Indra, Agni, Yama, okay, and then Nirruti and Varuna, and then Vayu, Kubera, Ishana, Indra we talked about in the east, right? And up Brahma, Shiva, Brahma, however it is you take. Okay, so all of them. Okay, so they offered oblations for them there, and also offered Bali outside the sacred fire. Outside the Yajñavatika will have a solid thing, right? Outside also they kept Bali in the 10 directions. I want you to imagine it, like how they are doing it. And with the remnants of the materials, whatever is left, okay, they after pouring the sacred fire, with that they kept for Bali for in the altar. Bali meaning offering food for them in different directions. Okay, that is what it actually means. Now Kausalyamma also arranged honey, curds, akshatas and ghee for the brahmanas in order to invoke blessings on Śri Rāma. Now they have to say blessings to Śri Rāma. They chanted some auspicious mantras for the welfare of Śri Rāma in the forest. And she made Śri Rāma go around the fire, go the sacred fire in Pradakshina. And the illustrious Kausalyā, Śri Rāma's mother, she awarded the leader of the Brahmanas with Dakshina. She gave, I told you, every yajna will only be complete with Dakshina. So she made sure she gave Dakshina then itself. That is also mentioned in there. So we are all living happily. Now we are coming a little away. We are trying to understand this. We are living happily because of the blessings of the Brahmanas. Hence, we have to do namaskara with devotion. Nowadays, people do not have any respect towards them. Moreover, they talk about them in a belittling manner and all. If you see movies and all, they talk about priests in a very derogatory manner. That's not right. It is a great sin to disrespect Purohitas. It does not mean if there are faults in them, they will suffer their consequences. Okay, we are not supposed to show any kind of disrespect towards the Kula Purohitas, whoever is our family Purohitas and all to them. Now, she is saying some auspicious slokas. Okay, it is good for everybody to say it. I request you to repeat after me. Okay, please repeat after me. Yan Mangalam Sahasrakshe Sarvadeva Namaskrute Vritranase
Vritranase
Samabhavat
Samabhavat
Tatte
Tatte
Avatu
Bhavatu
Mangalam
Mangalam
Yan Mangalam
Yan Mangalam
Suparnasya
Suparnasya
Vinata
Vinata
Akalpayat Pura
Akalpayat
Amrutam
Amrutam
Prarthayanasya
Prarthayanasya
Tatte
Tatte
Avatu Mangalam
Bhavatu Mangalam
Mangalam La Ala. Okay, La Ala is not there in Sanskritam. La, we say La. Okay, Amrutotpadane Daityan Gnato Vajradharasya Yat Aditirmangalam Pradat
आदात्
तत्ते
तत्ते
भवतु
भवतु
मङ्गलम्
मङ्गलम्
श्रीन् विक्रमान्
श्रीन् विक्रमान्
प्रक्रमतो
प्रक्रमतो
विष्णोः
विष्णोः
अमिततेजसः
अमिततेजसा
यदासीन्
यदासीन्
मङ्गलं राम
मङ्गलं राम
तत्ते
तत्ते
भवतु मङ्गलम्
भवतु मङ्गलम्
तव सागराः द्वीपाः
द्वीपाः
वेदाः
वेदाः
लोकाः
लोकाः
दिशश्च ते
दिशश्च
मङ्गलानि
मङ्गलानि
महाबाहो
महाबाहो
दिशस्तु
दिशस्तु
शुभमङ्गलम्.
शुभमङ्गलम्
They also say मङ्गलानि महाबाहो
मङ्गलानि महाबाहो
दिशन्तु
दिशन्तु
तव सर्वदा.
तव सर्वदा.
Then she spoke to Sri Rama as follows. She said, Sri Rama, you will get auspiciousness because of the worship made by the Purohitas. Previously, there was a rakshasa named Vritrasura. And may you get the same auspicious blessings that Sahasraksha. Sahasraksha is another name for Indra. Remember that. That Sahasraksha got and hailed by Devatas on the destruction of Vritrasura. This means that Devendra could destroy the Vritrasura only because of the blessings of the great souled ones. Okay, in order to accomplish something, we need blessings. Okay, that's what we need. So now those blessings will also come to you. She is saying that to Sri Rama. And hence, you will also destroy the asuras while you are in Vanavasa. This internally implies that you will also destroy the asuras while you are in the Vanavasa. And now, may you get the same auspicious blessings that Suparna. Suparna is another name for Garuda. Okay, Garuda's other name is Suparna. Okay, because he has got gold wings, and when he says like it, when he is going, the wings will make the sound of Om Namo Narayanaya. That is the sound they make when the wings are going. Okay, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Anyway, okay. Suparna got from his mother Vinata previously. Okay, he received auspicious blessings in order to get Amrita. Why previously? Suparna had to go to Swarga and get Amrita from there. It was safely guarded and he had to get, because he had to get his mother out of slavery from her sister. There is a very interesting story to this, which we will talk about in Mahabharata. Okay, he could only bring because of the blessings of his mother. And I am also giving you the same blessings, Sri Rama. Hence, because of the blessings of your mother, who is like Devata, let you also attain auspiciousness. Now, let you get the same blessing as Vajradhara. Vajradhara is another name for Indra. Okay, he got it from his mother Aditi. Okay, when he killed Daityas, he killed all the Daityas at the time of getting Amrita. When previously Devatas and Danavas churned the ocean for the sake of getting Amrita. We talked about this story previously also. In Balakanda also we talked. And at that time, Aditi, mother of Devatas, she gave blessings to her children, Devatas. And then she said, let the same good fortune that attended immensely glorious Vishnu Paramatma come to you. Okay, when Aditi got Vamana, okay, Vamana took 3 steps, 3 in Kraman, okay, 3 steps, okay, and with 3 steps he grew immensely, right? He became so big, and in order to measure the 3 worlds. So, when he was taking the donation from the Bali Chakravarti, landlord, like that, in that incarnation, Vishnu Paramatma rapidly expanded in size with his great splendor. That is his greatness. So, let you also get that kind of splendor. Let you also get all the auspicious things he got. Like that. O Sri Rama, may the seasons, oceans, dvipas, Vedas, lokas, and directions, they confer their auspicious blessings on you continuously and always. O mighty armed prince, the blessing of all blessings on you, the blessing of all blessings on you, Śrī Rāma. Thus saying, she kept akshatas on Śrī Rāma's head as a blessing. Okay, she kept akshatas on Śrī Rāma's head. And after that, and also applied various kind of sandalwood. You offer to Bhagavan, you take some sandalwood paste from there, right? And some flowers after the worship. So she got that and she applied it to Rama everywhere. She applied gandham to Rama and she gave him flowers so he can keep it there like that. And that were used in worship. And the large-eyed Kausalyā, a proud woman, she fastened, she took there were herbs also in there, right? There is a herb called Vishalyakarani. Okay, we will come across these herbs in Sundarakanda also. This Vishalyakarani has the ability to join the bones. Okay, it's that kind of herb. Okay, that is broken. Broken bones will get attached. Attached because of that. No, please no. Now she took that Vishalyakarani herb that is used in puja and she made it into a circle, and while chanting enchanting it with the right raksha mantras, and she tied it around Śrī Rāma's wrist, making it into a circle. And then although she was in grip of deep sorrow, she chanted the mantras like an overjoyed one. Okay, because she did not want to damage the enthusiasm of Śrī Rāma. Śrī Rāma wants to go. If he sees him crying, he will feel more bad. She does not want him to feel that. Look how Amma's manas, right? Now she bent low and then she smelled the head of Śrī Rāma and hugged him. And then the illustrious lady Kausalyā, she said to Śrī Rāma, "O Śrī Rāma, depart happily. I shall happily see you come back in sound health to Ayodhya. Okay, accomplishing all your objects. Accomplishing all your objects." Now Amma's blessing really worked out. He is starting out for the object of killing Ravana, right? So he'll come back after finishing the object. That is the thing. And I'll see you moving happily on the main roads of Ayodhya, Rama. I'm going to see that. And all my thoughts of my sorrow are completely vanished, and my face illumined with joy. I shall behold you returning from the forest, like the full moon visible on the horizon. And without any doubt, I shall see you come back from your stay in the forest after implementing the words of your father and installed in the throne. O Śrī Rāma, after returning from the forest, dressed in festive garments and adorned with excellent ornaments, always fulfill the desires of my daughter-in-law. Okay, that's what she said. Always fulfill the desires of my daughter-in-law. Now, that means Sita. Okay. Now, depart now, Śrī Rāma. Worshipped by me, let the hosts of Devatas headed by Shiva Paramatma. Let the hosts of Devatas along with Shiva. Look at that, Shiva's mention is there. Okay, Shiva Paramatma, or let Shiva and other Devatas protect you like that. The Maharshis, the Bhutaganas, along with Uragas, meaning divine serpents. And then Devatas ruling in all directions, let them wish well for you. Always when you set out to the forest or Raghava, always let them all protect you. Thus, Kausalyā finished invoking blessings on Śrī Rāma with appropriate ceremony, with her eyes overflowing with tears. And she gazed at him again and again. She looked at him and she embraced him. And Śrī Rāma went around her in pradakshina and did namaskara to her. He pressed her feet tightly like this again and again. He pressed her soft feet like that again and again. And that illustrious Raghava, who is resplendent in his own radiance with his abundant wealth of his mother's and Brahmana's blessings. So that is the wealth he got here. Okay, that he received, he got ready to the place where Sita lives. Where does Sita live? Sita lives in Rama's palace, right? In her own palace, in his own palace. So it is not easy to tell everyone and convince them, right, to agree, though, so he can go to the forest. Now, big hurdle, Sita is there, he has to convince her. So everyone loves him so dearly. These days, if we are going somewhere, all we do is make a call and tell, right? Or leave a message, or not even that. Some people even don't tell. So previously, if one is going to Vanavasa, they have to go and get their approval of their mother, wife, brothers, and even citizens. If they are going to do that, they have to. These are the rules that were followed. Moreover, when it comes to Śrī Rāma, it is much more difficult because everybody loves Śrī Rāma. But considering Śrī Rāma, it is all child's play. It's a leela. It's a leela that he is doing. Okay, it's all his leela. When it comes to Sita, he felt a little depressed. He thought, somehow I convinced my mother, but how can I convince Sita? That is what he is having in his mind. That is where we will pass it for today. Śri Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śri Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śri Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śri Hanuman Jaya Hanuman Jaya Jaya Hanuman. 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 Śri Rāma Sharanam Mama. Śri Rāma Sharanam Mama. Śri Rāma Sharanam Mama. Vithala, Vithala, Vithala.
Attack upon